In the heart of Africa lies a country filled with beauty, history, and hope. Sudan, a land of rivers and deserts, of strong people who have faced storms for generations. But today, that same land bleeds in silence. Sudan is crying, and the world is not listening loud enough. This is not just a story about war. It is a story about people. People who wanted peace, but instead found pain. People who once dreamed of better lives, but now struggle to survive each day. The war in Sudan began in 2023. It started as a fight for power between two military forces, the Sudanese army and the Rapid Support Forces. But what began as a political struggle quickly turned into one of the world's worst humanitarian crises. Cities once full of life became battlefields. Homes turned into ashes. Families were torn apart. Children saw things no child should ever see. In Khartoum, the capital, explosions became part of daily life. People hid in their homes, praying for silence that never came. Hospitals were filled beyond capacity, and soon, many were destroyed. Water became scarce, food disappeared, and millions began to run. Away from the violence, away from death, toward an uncertain future. According to the United Nations, millions of Sudanese people have been displaced. Some walk for days without food or shelter, carrying their children in their arms. Some cross borders into Chad, Egypt, or South Sudan, hoping for safety. But even there, hunger and disease follow them. Amid this darkness, one story broke the world's heart. A story from Al Fasher, a city in North Darfur that became the center of pain and loss. At the Saudi maternity hospital, hundreds of patients, mothers, and newborn babies were seeking care. It was one of the last hospitals still functioning in the area. Doctors and nurses worked day and night, refusing to leave even as bombs fell nearby. They believed that no matter what happened outside, life must continue inside those walls. But then came the attack. On a Wednesday morning, explosions and gunfire shattered the calm. The hospital, a place meant to bring life into the world, became a place of death. Over 460 patients and caregivers were killed in that single attack. The air filled with smoke, screams, and silence. Mothers who came to give birth never went home. Babies who had just opened their eyes to the world never got to see another sunrise. The World Health Organization said they were shocked and heartbroken. They condemned the attack and called for an immediate and unconditional ceasefire. But words are not enough. The people of Sudan need peace, not promises. They need action, not sympathy. Imagine the courage of those doctors, trying to save lives while risking their own. Imagine the pain of a father searching through rubble for his family. Imagine the fear of a child hearing gunfire where laughter used to be. The Al Fasher hospital attack was not an accident. It was a tragedy born from hate and neglect, and it reminded the world how fragile life has become in Sudan. Since the war began, more than 15,000 people have been killed. Over 10 million have been forced to flee their homes, and every day, more join the list of missing and wounded. In refugee camps, people live under plastic sheets. Children sleep hungry. Mothers pray for food. The air is filled with both despair and determination. Still, even in all this pain, there are heroes. Doctors who have not been paid for months but continue to treat the injured. Volunteers who share their last piece of bread with strangers. Ordinary people who have lost everything but still believe in hope. That hope is what keeps Sudan alive. Even when the world looks away, the United Nations and humanitarian organizations are calling for global attention. But aid is not enough when bombs are still falling. What Sudan needs most is peace, real peace. A peace that protects every child, every mother, every dream. This war is not only about land or power, it is about humanity. When hospitals become battlefields, when doctors are killed for healing, when children become victims of hate, the whole world loses its soul. We, as humans, cannot turn our faces away. The people of Sudan need our voices. They need the world to speak for them, because silence is deadly, and every second of silence means another life lost. The attack on Al Fasher must be remembered, not as just another tragedy, but as a reminder of what we should never allow again. War destroys everything: homes, families, dreams. But peace rebuilds, and peace begins with awareness. So, if you are watching this, remember, you have the power to make people care. Share their stories. Talk about Sudan. Spread the truth. Let the world know that behind every number, there is a name, a face, a story. A mother who wanted her child to live. A doctor who wanted to heal. A child who wanted to go to school. All of them had dreams. Just like you, just like me. Sudan is not just another country in crisis. It is a mirror of our humanity, and how we respond to its pain will define who we are as a global family. The world must stand together now. Every nation, every leader, every human being with a heart must say, enough is enough. No more hospitals destroyed. No more innocent blood. No more children lost to war. The people of Sudan have suffered too long. They have endured hunger, violence, and heartbreak. Yet their spirit remains unbroken, because even in the darkest night, Sudanese hearts still hold on to hope, and hope is stronger than fear. Hope is what will rebuild Sudan one day. Hope is what keeps mothers alive when everything else is gone. Hope is what tells a child, someday you will be free. To the world watching, do not forget Al Fasher. Do not forget the mothers who never came home. Do not forget the doctors who stood until the end. Their courage must not be lost in silence. Let this video be more than just words. Let it be a call for peace, for unity, for compassion. Let every viewer be reminded that humanity knows no borders, no religion, no color. It is one world, one people, one heart. Because when one nation suffers, the whole world should feel its pain. And when one nation heals, the whole world should share its peace. So we say to Sudan, you are not alone. Your pain is our pain. Your hope is our hope. And one day, peace will return to your land. The rivers will flow again without blood. Children will laugh again without fear. Hospitals will bring life, not death. And the sun will rise again over a free, peaceful Sudan. Until that day comes, we must not stop speaking. We must not stop caring. And we must not stop believing that peace is possible. Because peace is not just a dream, it is a right. And every life lost in Sudan deserves to be remembered with dignity, love, and truth. This is Sudan's story. A story of pain, courage, and the fight for humanity. Let it echo across the world. Let it awaken hearts. And let it remind us all that no matter how dark it gets, light will always return.